If this video got recommended to you, then it's your sign to finally stop making excuses and to finally start improving your communication skills and start living the social life which you've always wanted to live. This is your sign to start learning about communication skills, to go all in on communication skills. Now, if you really want to take this to the next level, do it in probably half the time, half the effort. Check out the first link in the description. That's my course where you will literally find the absolute best source of learning communication skills and improving your communication skills that you can find, I think, anywhere, at least on my channel. The first thing that you need to do is a very simple one. The first step of improving your communication skills is gonna have to be reading books, alright? My usual advice is cold approaching and going out into the field, but one very important thing is also reading books. Not watching YouTube videos, not watching podcasts that could be helpful, but the highest ROI is reading books. A good recommendation as a first book is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, Models by Mark Manson. Read these two books and that's like your foundation for any social skills. Like you read these two books, you already got all of the theory in your head. Now it's down to execution. But before that, you need to get yourself in the right kind of mental state. What this means is right now you probably stress out way too much when it comes to cold approaching. And if I told you go and cold approach girls or cold approach strangers on the street and start conversations, you might end up having a lot of anxiety and not end up doing it. So what you do as kind of a cheat code before this is you use your imagination. What scientists have found is that our bodies can't really tell the difference between reality and imagination. Meaning that if you imagine yourself doing something, it's almost as good as you actually going and doing it. So if you imagine yourself going and being social, it's almost probably 90% as good as if you actually went and were actually social. It's as if you're truly getting that like practice in, but you're just doing it mentally. So what you do exactly is you set like a 10-minute timer every single day, and for like the first 2 weeks, or let's say like 10 days, every single day, you just visualize yourself cold approaching people and cold approaching girls, and you visualize yourself in the exact way that you would like to act. You visualize yourself the way that you would like to speak, the way that you would like to act, what you would like to talk about. You perfectly visualize yourself down to a T. And after around a couple weeks, what you will find is that these kind of manual visualizations that you have to do, like purposefully have to think like, I want to act in this way, I want to do these things, those will kind of get submerged into your subconscious. And when you do end up going and being social, you will end up doing them instinctively without even thinking about it. So step 3 is now to actually start putting that into practice. And this is exactly what you do. You go out into the street, you find some stranger, wherever, grocery store, street, movies, bus stop, doesn't matter. You walk up to them and you start a conversation. Now the important thing is, number one, before you even walk up to them, make sure that in your mind you have one, no more, just one at a time, kind of piece of information that you'll learn from books and that you're going to use in that situation. So let's say you just read How to Win Friends and Influence People, and you learned that it's really important to have a nice smile when you approach people. You keep that in mind, you walk up to the stranger, and you remember, all right, let me have a smile. So you smile, forcefully, of course, it's like you're practicing. You smile, you walk up to them, you say, how's your day going, whatever, you have a bit of a conversation. You instinctively should be having it be a lot smoother because if you, for the last like 2 weeks, you've been doing visualizations, and you just do that. So you approach like another 5 to 10 people with this same technique, smiling, until now, whenever you approach people and you speak to people, instinctively, you smile. Next thing, you make strong eye contact. Next thing, you talk with a deeper voice. Next thing, you talk a bit slower. Next thing, you have better body language. And you do this one by one. You use cold approaches to practice the theory, the information you learned in the books, and along with that, you use visualizations like before bed, for example, or when you wake up in the morning as kind of extra kind of mental practice. And after like probably 30 days or so, your communication skills are genuinely like 50 times better. You become a completely different person socially. So once again, if you want to find a way more nicely packaged, step-by-step kind of guide and information on doing this exact protocol and really improving, check out the first link in the description. And to just kind of motivate you, just imagine 30 days from now, right? You watch this video, in 30 days from now, you go from now not really being able to speak to anyone, kind of having anxiety, not being that charismatic, to being able to speak to anyone, anytime, anywhere. Being able to just see an attractive girl and walk up to her and get her Instagram. Be able to go to a party, meet everyone, be in the social flow, have everyone like you, become genuinely a social butterfly that you always wanted to become. Like that's, I mean, it's only like 30 days of like true practice, right? I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not gonna be easy and you are gonna have to really put in the work, but you will not need more than like 30 days. 60 maybe if you're really like lazing around and you're kind of bullshitting yourself. 30 days, that's it. So if you found this video helpful, I think you'll find a lot of value in this video right here. Click on the subscribe button and do the work.